Alright. There we go. I am a couple minutes late. I apologize for that. If you're watching this video for the first time, you may want to skip ahead about 4 minutes. The following couple are going to be dedicated to a little bit of me talking as self-promo because I wait for the ads to disappear. If you have no interest in that, go ahead and jump to when you see this pre-roll GIF come down, and you'll be at the start of the video instead. I know sometimes when I start watching a video, the first thing I think is, man, when do I get to the actual intro? But I try and do this so that nobody who has to watch live misses out on gameplay if they don't have a sub. I am late, Doug. I am sorry about that. A tremendous 4 minutes. I woke up 15 minutes, actually 20 minutes ago, and I got up and I used the washroom and I made a coffee, and then I immediately came to start setting up. I'm sorry I'm late, okay? I realize I'm late today. This is more than a minute. I'm sorry, boss. Don't fire me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm going to run the ad break. I will be with you in 3 minutes. I am sorry for being late. There we go. So, now that the ads have started officially, once again, thank you for joining. I appreciate you for being here. If you're hearing this message, chances are you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch VOD, I guess. But regardless, your views are appreciated. I actually saw my stats on YouTube yesterday, and for the first time, I saw the average view duration was the entire length of the video. I don't know who you are, but whoever watched the whole thing yesterday, you the real MVP, because that was incredible to see. I super appreciate you for doing that. That being said, if you are watching on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe button if that is something that you would be so inclined to do. If you like this kind of long-form content that's just the re-upload of the videos from Twitch, then I would very much appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm still a little shaky because I did just wake up about 15 minutes ago. But yeah, I try and make these as close to like sleep aids as possible, where you shouldn't have any jump scares and it should be pretty relaxing, no weird or bad takes that you have to deal with. Just an enjoyable time in general. If you're watching on Twitch, then I would very much appreciate a follow. I do this for fun, so if you so choose to come and hang out with me, I would very much appreciate that. I always like to have people in chat to hang out with and talk to, and honestly, it's a real encouragement whenever I have people coming to be here with me as I play. Let's see. Oh, if you're having trouble finding me on either Twitch or YouTube, there should be links back and forth for both of them, but there's also a link to my Discord in the bio. If you press it, it should take you straight to my Discord, where you're welcome to join and hang out with us. Just be sure you're signed in before you press the button, otherwise it'll take you to a login page first, and that's confused some people before. But the main advantages of Discord are not only basically unbridled access to me 24/7, but we've got a great little community there set up where you can chat with us, hang out, arrange to play games with me either on or offline, and more importantly, you'll be able to ask for a special role that'll give you a notification every time I go live on Twitch, as well as a notification whenever I upload a new video to YouTube, so you never have to miss them. Doug says, who wouldn't want free access to Hero? Eyebrow wiggle. And then she clarifies, joke, that was a joke. Funny joke, Doug. Every time I want to say something like that, I want to think of Game Grumps, because Aaron had this bit years back where he had Yoda telling jokes, and the punchline to everything was "funny joke." I can't stop hearing that every time I say those words. Anyway, thank you for joining, Doug. How you doing today? Let's jump into the gameplay. Oh, I'm day 8 and day 19. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. It's nice to hear that. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? I have no idea how I'm doing. I think I'm close to having 8 hours sleep last night, which is very nice for me, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's about it for this morning. I did think to make coffee before I started stream, which means I have it available. But I'm still kind of holding off on drinking it for about 5 more minutes. Not because I don't want to drink it, because I really do. But the issue is when you're thinking specifically of... Doug says, nah, I got forced to watch the 4-hour Microsoft tutorial video from the 1950s or something by my brother. Why? That's a really weird thing to force someone to watch. Tool shed or shelter? Let's go shelter, because that might help. Also, I'm going to grab the gem from down here. He took the remote and wouldn't give it back. Okay, now that I could see. Okay. Just as a side note, there was a comment on my YouTube video the other day that I don't think is 100% accurate, but the fellow said that you could access any terminal from here early on to activate the test. And I must admit, I haven't tried that since I've accessed all these different types of rooms. Oh, it wasn't Songbird. It was Swan Song. There we go. I haven't tried that since I've opened all these other rooms. So it's possible that these are actually going to connect still. I don't think so, but it's possible. View active terminals. Yeah, see, everything's offline. That is what I thought, but it was worth a shot. I do have to build the room before I can do that. Staff services, electronic mail. Okay. Data transfer from Synca not currently available. I would like to know how to get that data transfer. Doug says, also I need to clarify something because I thought back to what I've said, and one time I said I got a girlfriend. I did not mean a girlfriend. I meant a friend that is a girl. I have no idea why I phrased it like that. Sorry about that. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. I mean, I wasn't going to question it, but thank you for clarifying that. I was wondering a little bit, but I wasn't going to call you out on it. Some people have their own preferences. I'm not going to judge that. Anyway, what I was going to say was, although I want coffee, the chemistry behind it, like the biological chemistry behind it, is that coffee is meant to act as a neurotransmitter and to help prevent gunk from building up on the neurotransmitters in our brain. So from a biochemical standpoint, we have this particular thing that lets us think. It's a chemical called ADP, or adenosine diphosphate. And that chemical is very similar to what we can get from coffee, which is adenosine triphosphate. So as we go through the day, our minds will kind of pick up gunk on all of the transmitters that are, or on all of the receivers that are meant to help us think, where the signals land. And it just helps us keep our heads clear. Doug says, plus I said that right after saying I got turned down, so it must have been weird to say that right after that. It was a little bit. But yeah, so if you drink coffee immediately after waking up, it doesn't really have an effect. You have to wait for about 30 minutes after waking up for it to actually be like beneficial to you. Otherwise, you're not doing anything except pumping your body full of coffee because it can't have any effect on those chemical receptors in your brain. So I try and make sure it is helpful when I do that. That will actually be perfect. A courtyard that I can fill. Okay. I mean, I kind of want the gems, but also courtyard has some good stuff sometimes. So we're going to open this. Let's hope for a shovel, a tool of some sort. There's a chest in there. Okay. No tools, unfortunately. Any dig spots? One dig spot. Okay. And let's see about here. I can build a den. That'll be okay. Yeah, if I build a den here. It's not a drug per se, but for example, and I don't know if this is still the case, the Olympics had banned it as a performance-enhancing drug because it does help increase your heart rate and your reflexes because of the effects that it has on your brain. It's not a drug in the same way that, like, heroin would be a drug or marijuana would be a drug, because you're not doing it to have specific effects on your brain to, like, alter it. Yeah. And again, I don't know if it's still considered a drug. I just know, or if it's still banned, but I just know for a while it was for those reasons. Well, you're welcome. I'm sorry, this turned into an instant nerdy stream. Oh, I don't want it to go that way, though. Oh well, we'll do this way. So I have this. I'm going to check again. Log into network. Swan song. You are, but there are some things that are specifically nerdy that other people might not find as interesting. I just think when it comes to the effects of coffee, which most people drink, that is not the worst one to have. Interestingly, there were studies done as well that show that if you have more than, or I'm not sure if it's 4 cups or more than 4 cups, but there's kind of a limit at 4 cups of coffee per day, where if you're regularly drinking that, it drastically increases your risk of osteoporosis, and I don't know why exactly, but it's for that reason that I'm like hard limit on 3 cups of coffee maximum per day for me. Which, to be honest, is a pretty decent amount of coffee anyway. Why can't you log back into Discord? Is everything okay? Oh, so osteoporosis is the medical term, and it should be the same even in French, I believe, but it's the medical term for when your bones become spongy. Let's put it that way. So your bones are not solid like people believe. They are at a microscopic level, basically a very thick bunch of spider webs. So those spider webs, if you drink too much coffee, or if something bad happens, like genetically this can be an issue too, they can get thinner, and that weakens your bones. So the holes in between the webbing, so to speak, grow bigger, and that's osteoporosis. It means your bones get brittle as a result of something wearing down that spider web. Radiation monitor, time lock safe doesn't matter anymore. Radiation monitor does matter, but I haven't started the experiment yet. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's a good explanation for it. Also, were you able to log into your Gmail or to your email? I'm assuming I said Gmail. Yeah. Were you able to log into your Gmail and get like a verification note of some sort? There's a lot of weird individual rules about where things are happening now as people are trying to regulate the internet, and I hate it. I super wish they would stop doing that. I'm gonna do the parlor. Hope I get an easy puzzle, because I'm still waking up. That is really weird. Your IP thingy whatever is expired. Huh. Every box contains gems. That one's a lie. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. That's weird. I have no idea how to help you with that, Doug. So this box contains gems. This box is black. Either way, this would be false. And this one, if it's true, because this one is definitely false, means this one is true. So white it is. Whenever something like that comes up as a problem for me, Doug, I resort to Google. I let Google do the heavy lifting and hope I find something easy and quick enough to fix it. Because I am not so clever when it comes to that. Give me the garage. Garage. Take these keys, because keys are good. Any tools in here? Surprisingly, no. Because, I mean, at least not for my type of color blindness. Because there are various types and various classifications of those types. So I think, if I recall correctly, mine is called protein color blindness. Yeah. So for me, some shades of red and green I can't see. And what I mean by can't see them is, have you ever been to like a hardware store or a paint store, Doug? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was fairly common knowledge. Okay, if you ever go look at the paint store, when you're looking at paints, they've got what are called swatches. And so on one end, they'll have a base color, and on the other end, they'll have the lightest version of that color on the swatch. And then in between, they'll have like 3 to 4 different ones, so that you can pick up that swatch and compare it to another and see if it looks nice. Well, in my case, because I'm colorblind, there are some of those swatches where the middle 3, for example, will look exactly the same. I will not be able to see a difference between them. It's not about a naming difference, they'll just be exactly the same. And sometimes that means they'll look like exactly the same color, and sometimes they'll appear like gray or beige, or they'll just be so muted that I don't think there's any color to them at all. they might look like some sort of white or off-white to me. So it's not that I can't see green or red, but the similarities are too great, or I can't see some shades of it. It's a really weird phenomenon, but that's the best way I can think to describe it. I know, it's kind of weird, right? Oh, of course you would dead end me here. It is. It is also fairly frustrating sometimes. My dad used to rib me about it in the weirdest way. He'd say some silly things like, oh yeah, when the lights turn green, he sees beige. I'm like, no, I don't. I know what green is. I know what red is. I can drive just fine. In fact, here's another little weirdly interesting thing for you. Did you know that the reason... I may as well dead end this here. The reason lights always show in the same order rather than just having colors be functional is specifically for colorblind people. So you don't need to know what color the light is, you just need to be able to tell that it's lit up. Oh, green and red look fine to me. It's just certain shades I won't be able to see. So they'll look exactly the same as another shade, or they might fade out in color to be like beige or brown or gray. Yeah. A really good example of this for me is, laboratory. My parents decided to paint their kitchen and living room this color of green. And I have only ever seen it as green one time. The rest of it, I see it as a gray color. And it was the weirdest thing. I was looking at the walls the time that I saw them green, and the light was strong enough that it was feeding directly into my eyes as it reflected, and so I could tell what color it was. And as the light changed, as it shifted, all of a sudden the color faded, and I have never seen those walls as green again. Not even once. I have those pictures already. I'm looking for... Okie dokie. No problem. I will see you soon. In my case, I'm going to experiment a little bit. Wow, these kind of suck. Let's go for whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, set your dice to 2. Yeah, that's the best one for this one. Let's go back to exit. And we'll continue north. I don't think I've missed anything in here. I would love to start playing with this machine because I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of different options for it. But I don't have power right now. The dark room, the weight room, the commissary. I might do the dark room right now. Oh, you know what? I don't want to lose half my steps. Yeah, we're going to do dark room. Better yet, let's redraw. That sounds like a good idea. A mail room. Oh. A letter should have been delivered there, actually, because we did that the other day. I'm going to try and draft this. I've never been in the mail room. I know I cut myself off a little bit. Order placed. Okay. Aha, there's a letter here. To Simon P. Jones from Dad. Hey, cool. I'm curious about that. I'm going to print that screen. 63080. If that's the address of the mansion, then maybe that could be a code as well. So let's find Discord. That's not Discord, that's Steam. Discord. Here we go. And information. Here we go. We're going to put this in here. Okay. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you're happy as a clam, or I imagine you happy as a clam rather, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. Well, Dirigiblocks isn't even in the game yet. Of course I can't play it. Which is weird because I think the game has been out for quite a while. Okay. I am kind of curious if there's like a functioning key slot in any of these mailboxes. There doesn't seem to be. Okay. Well, fair enough. It's my first... Well, hello there. Thank you for joining, Nat. How you doing? So good to see you again. Hooray! Did putting your son to sleep go well? Ooh. 2 things I can read. Okay. You are free. Was okay, not too bad. Good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing okay. I woke up not so long ago, started playing the game, made myself some coffee, and I'm finally able to take my first few sips. I got to nerd out and teach Doug some things. Clarifications of earlier statements of hers as well, which was interesting. And now I'm trying to... Ooh, utility room fuse bug, indicator settings. No, I already did this. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Okay, yeah, I already did this. I already did that. I don't need to read that again. Thank you for letting me know you were going to be a little late today, by the way. That was very kind of you. I appreciate the notification. I'm sorry I couldn't get back to you earlier, but I was asleep. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. What is this? Oh no, I need a magnifying glass for this. Sleep is good, and it was one of those rare times where I think I got about 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, so see right down here, I think at 1080p you should be able to see it. But there is a message that I'll need the magnifying glass to actually read, because it's hidden behind the red scribbles. Oh, trust me, Nat. I mean, I wish very much so that I could get 8 hours of sleep regularly. But unfortunately, my body does not allow for that kind of rest. Ooh, a new letter. Okay, hold on. Simon, my name is Randolph Moore. I am the lead lab technician at Cinca. No, you're not. And I have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. I cough during the day, I lay down, I cough during the night. Sometimes I can't actually stop coughing long enough to sleep. So then I don't get to sleep until 3 or 4 in the morning for maybe an hour or two, wake up to cough, and then I get up and I stream. It is not the easiest, but that is my life. Other people have it worse. At the least, I get to come online in the morning, and I know people are actually looking forward to spending time with me in chat, and I can play games and enjoy my morning. I know a lot of people don't like waking up and using the internet first thing, but I get to wake up to you guys, so hooray! That is fun for me. I enjoy that. Oops. I'm just a little clumsy, and I'm knocking everything around on my desk. Anyway, I want to read this letter. I'm sorry, I'll be back with you in just a second. My name is Randolph Moore. I am the lead lab technician at Cinca, and I have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and have begun to run some experiments of your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as it's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There has been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all quite excited when I reported that you have been successfully running experiments. I wanted to write to let you know that even though you may not see us, we are rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments, and if you like, I'll continue setting letters with some helpful tips for you. That would be helpful. Oh, damn, Doug. I hope you're okay. Stepping on glass is not good. It is absolutely important for me to get mail sent to the room, though. Yeah, you okay? How did you step on glass? Did something break? I realize I'm jumping from question to question with no answers, but I'm still concerned. Oh, damn. Well, hopefully you're alright. Remote terminal access. Let's see the active terminals. Shelter. Trying to get the glass out of your foot while chatting. I hope you remembered to get some isopropyl alcohol or something else to clean the wound, and a bandage too. That feels important. And maybe tweezers to pull it out with. That still doesn't seem great. I hope it doesn't hurt when you pull it out as well. .05. Ah, okay. Actually, I wonder, will the previous experiments tell me the radiation levels on them? Research logs. Successful triggers. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, damn. That still doesn't sound pleasant by any means. At least it's a big piece and not like a really tiny one that's wedged itself in weirdly, because those ones are frustrating to take out. One of my great fears for things like that is thinking of like a fish hook getting caught in me at some point. Oh, I don't. Oh, I don't even want to think about it because it makes my skin crawl. I've seen accidents like that in YouTube videos and things where people get fish hooks caught in them, and oh my goodness, do I squirm like there's no tomorrow. Alright, let's do drawing. Yeah, drawing room. That might be good. Because I have the security room already, which means if I can get the breaker room and set it here, redraw floor plans, then I can disable some doors, and I could not. Okay. But I can get the storeroom, that's good. Coin, key, gem. And oops. Sorry, every once in a while, if I haven't heard someone chatting, I have to check. Especially when I've said something as squeamish as fishhook in body. I'm like, oh no, did chat disconnect? Because I don't want to miss you guys talking, but you may also be cringing at the thought. Everything is fine. Good, 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 good. Music room for 2 keys. What was my... I don't remember what it was. My experiment that I said. That's fine. No issue with that at all. 1 major key, 1 minor key. Or the blueprint. Or the library. Let's maybe do the library. Because I want the major key, but also I feel like the library would be good right now. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, what's this? Coupons. That's alright. That's pretty good. I don't think there's anything on these books. But I need to get a new book out. I did the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, and I learned stuff there. Swimbird, the Fixed Stars, History of Orindia. So I haven't done this one yet, and I haven't done Swimbird yet. Let's try Orindia, because that one seems more esoteric, which means there might be a clue about it there. Master bedroom. Huh. +1 step for each room in your house. I have never drafted the master bedroom or the bookshop. And you have no idea. It'll end the run. But to be honest, I'm kind of getting locked out at this level anyway. So I might... The bookshop or the master bedroom. I don't think I've ever seen the master bedroom before. So I think I might do that. Because I haven't checked it yet. Also, I just want to go back and check the books that I've taken pictures of. Because there was something about the synergy of the master bedroom. Connectivity. One of the more simple examples are Ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. Two-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy you'll find. Some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't really do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms in your house. So, I haven't actually seen that yet. But boudoir and walk-in closet... I just need to check this. Hold on. So, in the book about connections that I had to read in the library, I had to borrow that book, the drafting plans, whatever, architects. There's a page on making a connection, and it shows examples of connectivity. So the boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have use for steam power. The laundry room has use for steam power as well? That's interesting. And the furnace too. I don't think I've even seen the furnace. I've seen the boiler. Oh no, the furnace generated a key. That's right. Okay. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, and kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. So I kind of figured it would for the outside the main house. But greenhouse, kitchen, pool, and aquarium. Interesting. Okay. And I'm wondering if maybe the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber, has synergy with the other two rooms, the boudoir and walk-in closet. But it doesn't necessarily have to have those in place before it'll run, basically. Okay, never mind. We're good. I just had to check on that. I was curious. But master bedroom should not be her ladyship's room, I don't think. No, that looks very different. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Let's spawn this and we'll see what's in here. Experiment successful. Oh, I didn't know that would give me 20 extra steps. For each room in your house. Okay, wow. That, if I hadn't had to cut myself off for it, that would be tremendously powerful. Yeah, I gotta learn. Ooh, puzzle box. I already solved one of these outside without reading this information. A popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds, these small mechanical boxes originated on the island Morajay as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who value the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. While each tile can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares, the goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajay boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. Okay. But yes, these do seem to work. Let's see, how can I do this? If I do this one, shut that one off. My bad. Oh, that might work. Because I don't have to have only the gray. There we go. Allowance token. Yay. Ooh, permanently raised by 2. That's huge. That's huge, actually. I thought it would raise it by 1 for each one that I got after the first. Huh. Hooray. Puzzle solved. Red prints. Oh no, I need another magnifying glass for this. To my encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me, ever grateful, Mary. There is something down here I need the magnifying glass to see. And I investigated this book in the children's room very well. Let's see if there's anything different on these pages. Nope. Just on the front in that inscription. Choo-choo train. I'm going to have to look at this more closely too. Damn it. This is such a rare room. This is the only time I've ever seen it. Why does he have cannons pointing at the doors? Hey, JC. Welcome back. I have no idea, Nat. So, here's the thing. I finally, the other day, found my way into the antechamber, right? And I assumed that beyond this is the goal of the game, room 46. But as soon as I got into this room for the first time, a special pedestal opened up in the center that gave me a key to the basement. So I'll have to get up here, backtrack to the basement, which is through the foundation down here, and then go down and keep exploring. And I think that in order to explore successfully, I'll have to get the pump room and drain out the water. So I don't know. I have no idea how close or far I am from the end. I am glad your foot is sanitized and covered, Doug. Congratulations on not dying. Yeah. And sadly, I don't have that cannons pointing at my door, JC. Hooray for not being dead. It's over here. Ooh, special key. Mailbox key? Safe deposit box key. So that should actually be in a safe. What's this? Herb, the controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. Oh no, I already figured that out. I stumbled across that by accident. That's how I can get there. What's this? Simon, I never intended to finish writing the letter, but you must know... You bastard. Look at this. What do you mean by now you must know that... This is an evil letter. I don't like that. QWERTY UIOP ASDF GHKL ZXC VBNM. Right? Look at that. How mean is that? I did this puzzle over here, which was just a little puzzle lockbox. And it gave me 2 extra allowance coins. We also picked up a new book in the library, so next time we draw it, I'll be able to read that. Unfortunately, I have locked myself out from everything, so I'm going to throw a coin in the wishing well, and then that's it for today. Because I got that safe deposit box key, but I'm assuming that it's actually for the safe and not for Not for the mailroom. I don't know. I mean, you've seen me play puzzle games a couple times now, Doug. At least I think you've seen me play puzzle games a couple times. And you've seen how I... Fifth letter of the alphabet. Why is E? I don't get. I don't get it, Doug. Why is fifth letter of the alphabet? I'm sorry, okay? I try and control that very much so, but every once in a while, as I'm thinking about what to do next, I lose my train of thought while I'm speaking to you, and so I say E and and I realize that. I apologize. It's not intentional. It's just very difficult sometimes to focus on what I'm doing and talk at the same time. Especially because it's a puzzle game. Well, how dare you be funny? How dare you be funny? What was this code? 63080. I'm going to go try that code on the lock for the garden. I don't know why. I'm just going to, because it's a 5 combination code on the padlock. And clearly, you're naturally hilarious like that, Doug. Clearly. I don't know how anyone could think otherwise. Not in there. That doesn't take me anywhere. At least I don't think so. Oh, this is a 4-digit combination. Oh, you know what? Maybe that code that I saw earlier. It says the safe code is 9083, but maybe that's the code for this. Because it was a lie, but it didn't say why it was a lie. 9083. No. Okay. Open! I don't want to brute force it, but I'm really tempted to brute force it. Alright. We shall call it a day then, because I do not have anything else I can do for the moment, unfortunately enough. A charming cottage. That's what I was saying the other day. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Save and continue. It really annoys me that it is so low and he's not just going over it, but unfortunately his legs appear to be broken. Day 20, You know, another 4-digit code that I've never thought of trying is the one in the commissary, or the commissary? I'm not sure if that's what it is. But it said that it would be closed on 2 separate days, and they were both 2-digit days. Which could be a code for something else. I'll have to try it at some point, but I'll need to go find those days again because I don't remember what they are. Okay. I gotta run out and open this outer thing again. I don't like burning this many steps so early. Unfortunately, this is a very powerful room that is worth burning those steps for. Shrine, hovel, root cellar. That could be good if I found a shovel, but I haven't found a shovel. Special floor plans now will cost additional steps instead of gems. They tripped me up. Yes. They tripped me up. How dare they? Also, you are spending entirely too much time here, Doug. Your humor is starting to be very much like mine. Like, that is exactly the same kind of stupid joke I would make. I don't like being struck with my own words. Yes, it is. Ooh, mailroom already? Package has been delivered. Okay, I'm going to check. Package? Ho ho ho. Amateur lockpicking kit? 2 gems, 2 keys? Holy crap, that's awesome. Customer's order number. Shipped 11/5. How dare you quote the deep magic at me, witch? I was there when it was written. 5254. No claims for shortage will be allowed unless this package slip is returned to us with details within 8 business days. By K. Thompson. Oh! K. Thompson is the dude that sent me a message the other day, too. Okay. 2 gems, 2 keys? Heck yeah! That was super nice. And I'm pretty sure Thompson is the name of... not this guy. The one that was doing experiments in the other room and had trouble finding the place. Nothing else up here as far as I can see for me. No. I still need to find a magnifying glass to look at that better. Okay. That was a really weird first step, but I kind of like it. Don't want to do the chapel yet. But the passageway might be a good one. Sure, Doug, what's your joke? Go to the den. How much does a chimney cost? Let me think about that for a sec. Don't just type the answer out. Let me think about it. How much does a chimney cost? Chimney flume, sweep, charcoal, soot, flame, fire, burning, coal, gas. Stack? Wouldn't be a stack of money. I'm curious. How much does a chimney cost? Nothing, it's on the house. Okay, that's good. I like that one. That's a good one. Let's do closet here. We'll get some of these dead ends out of the way early, and especially because it's over at the side. Dice is always good. Drawing room, hallway. Yeah, I may as well do that. Okay, anything in here? Why is this clock kind of cobbled together? I don't know. Did you tell me the joke about the broken pencil? Is it because you haven't written it yet? It's just my guess. I don't know. Well, you did not tell me the joke about the broken pencil. What is it? I gotta guess the answer. Well, I thought that was the answer, was you haven't written it yet. You broke your pencil. I don't think I can draft this multiple times, but I'm going to do this one so that I don't double dead end. There's no point. Okay. Gotcha. I see what you did there. Clavis the key. What was that one with the skull? Because I don't remember. Dead end rooms are more common on this day. On the 12th. Okay. Why did I say what like that? I don't... What? I'm sorry, I was thinking at the same time. Greenhouse is good. Oh, Clavis? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Greenhouse will dead end me here. But I think this is the one with the Clavis. Yeah, this is the one with the south side access. And I left the handle at the coat check. So if I can get the coat check, I can see if the handle will actually be able to open the door. And more importantly, if it'll stay there. Because that would be excellent. Ooh, sledgehammer! Ha 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 ha! I like me sledgehammer. Just make sure you ask if I know the song before you tip for it. Oh, hey! So, I'm just looking at this wall, and I'm realizing that this specific wall looks exactly the same as the wall to the right of the secret garden, where the lever is up at the front, and it opens, I think, the right side door. And that's super interesting to me. The hole is child-shaped. See, I tried that. Unfortunately, it's sturdy, and I can't jump. I thought the sledgehammer would work too. It does not. I already checked that note sheet. I don't need to do that again. Okay. But that is interesting that the left side of this wall seems like it matches the secret garden perfectly. If I can ever pull that out, I would like to see that combo if I can make it happen. Hole with an H is like an opening to something. Hole with a W is the entirety of something. I'm assuming it was a serious question, and hopefully that answered it for you. Do I want the secret passage? No, I don't have gems for it anyway. Okay, good.
Thank you!
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Gems are in both the black... Okay, well that's obviously a lie. Gems are in both the blue... That's obviously a lie. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box, which means they must be in the black box. That was a shockingly easy puzzle. Watch me be wrong. No, okay, I was right. felt close, but I was right. Cloister is fairly useless to me right now. See, the weird thing is, in the cloister, there was a small dirt pile, like in the center here one time, but there didn't seem to be a way into the middle of the cloister, which is super weird. I don't really understand that. However, I can go into the courtyard here. We'll save those extra 2 gems. No, cloister is a Pokemon, but it is also the correct name for a room of some sort. I don't know what it means exactly. Actually, let me look that up. I'm curious now. Define cloister. A covered walk in a convent, monastery, college, or cathedral, typically with a wall on one side and a colonnade open to a quadrangle on the other. So exactly the shape of the room. An oyster? I'm assuming you're talking about an oyster? Let's do this one. It takes nothing. Yeah. How about here? Don't really want to do that, but it's the... No, I don't want to do that at all. Spare room, nook. Okay, I may as well do the nook so I get a key. That's alright, Doug. There's no problem with that. Your English may be feces, but your Nintendoese is strong. Hey, it's a rook. There's a rook in the nook. There's a bishop in the chapel and a rook in the nook, and I find that hilarious. Ooh, chest. Open. Gimme. I have so many keys and nothing to use them on. Thankfully, the dining room should lead me left. And right. Anything in here before I move on? There does not seem to be. Boop. Nothing in here yet, yes. Okay, I'm not going to build the garage this time because I have enough keys and no key to the car or reason to go outside that way. So I'm going to do the West Wing Hall. I know it's more likely to be locked, but I have 8 keys. I'm fine. Actually, I tell you what would be nice today is the double bunk room, because I have exactly 2 hallways right now. It would double my keys to 18. Ooh, aquarium. You know, I've never built the aquarium either. I kind of want to do the billiard puzzle, but I've done it multiple times. It's fine. Art block is over. You're going to go draw. Okay. Well, enjoy, Doug. Bye. Have a good day. I'm kind of sad that you don't want to draw while you're hanging out with me, but I mean, I understand. I'm kidding. Go do your thing. Have fun. And congratulations on the art block being over. I hope it turns out well. I like that the fish has its own mini aquarium room. That's hilarious. What's in there? Nothing. Okay. I've never drafted this room before, so I'm curious about it. I see nothing special at the moment. I do remember at one point Waylord said that you could upgrade this room with a generator, which, if I can get that working, sounds amazing. Ooh, her ladyship's chambers. Okay, I've never drafted this one before, too. You bet we're building this. Holy cow. These are new rooms to me. Oh, I thought I could pick up the umbrella. Unfortunately, I could not. These pictures on the wall are driving me nuts. Because there have been a couple now where they're drawn on with ease in the room that they're drawn in. Except one in the far upper right, I think it was second from the top, had a T in it. And I have no idea why. Like, does the E represent something that always has a chance to spawn here? Is it just like an entrance to something? They must, or at least I'm thinking so. But it could be a red herring too, I'm not sure. Ooh. Break the lockbox off. Secret garden key, that's good. Ooh, if I can get over there, I want to put the secret garden key in this thing. Not that way, that way. In this spot here. I don't know if I even can, but I would very much like to. Is that your father? Ooh, upgrade disc. Yes, take this. Take this immediately. Do I have anywhere to use it? Mailroom, no. I don't. Okay. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to burn that. Thanks. Nothing on the back. Nothing on the back. Maybe that's your grandparents? Who knows, really? What's on the desk here? Because that's different from that guy, so maybe that is her husband, your father. In the locket. Does it never end? Why is there a spiral? I don't know. Just in case, I'm going to put that as a clue. I don't think it is, but I'm going to put it as a clue anyway. What else do we have here? It's just a plain... There's a harp. Already opened that. It had the key to the secret garden in there. Okay, let's read this journal. Her ladyship's diary is locked. Well, what the hell? I have a sledgehammer. But, check this out. These rooms definitely mean something because there's a queen here in her chambers. I don't know why, but there are chess pieces strewn about the house, and I think maybe they may refer to rarities. Because they seem to show up with varying levels of chance. I mean, maybe? I don't know. Oh, hold on. Oh. So I can't be sure about this, but if the west wing is closed until further notice because of that, that means most likely her room will only spawn in the west wing. That's a good thought. I don't know for sure. It's the first time I've actually drawn it from a pool, but it is a thought. I wonder if it has to be drawn from the north side? Where's that book? In my clues. The architect one. Here we go. No, it can be drawn from any side. There are options, north, south, east, and west. It just so happened to be drawn from the north this time. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So maybe that means it's locked to this particular spot. I wonder. I'm going to go take a picture of that just to test that theory out later. That maybe it always tries to show up here. So we're going to put this in the clues. I know I wasted like 4 steps trying that, but it is worth investigating. Nothing else in here before I take off again. Not that I can see. Okay, good. Let's pick the lock, because I have that. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Boudoir. Don't have 2 gems, so we're going to use the bedroom. I think there might be gold in here usually too. No. See, there's a pawn in this room. Ooh, a gem. I'll take that. Heck yeah. Cloister is trying to show up again. How about the pantry? No. Spare green room it is. Anything in here? Tool of some sort, maybe? No. Ooh, another gem. That's good. I like gems. Corridor is always left unlocked. That's fine. I don't care. Walk-in closet has 4, though. Oh. I've got 2 dead ends and a corridor. And the corridor would lead me to the foundation. But the walk-in closet dead ending here is fine, since I can put the or go through the dining room too. So let's do this one. Oh, I forgot. I get 3 gems when I go in the walk-in closet. Haha, nice. Lots of shoes. A black pawn for whatever reason. Hey, cupcake. 10 steps. Nice. Another vault key, it looks like. Deposit box key. Doesn't seem to be anything important there. Oh, you have no idea how good a cupcake sounds right now, to be honest. I want a cupcake so much. Right? Right? Okay. So you do know. You do know. One thing that I would really love to have is Black Forest cake. It's not great, but I would love Black Forest cake. I mean, you could. You just have to brush your teeth again. gives 2 extra dice, which is good, but I don't want to do that. Pantry, chapel. The only option is the chapel. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Plus, it's not even so much about being lazy as it is that things taste different after you brushed your teeth too. And I always hate that it doesn't taste as it should because the fluoride on my teeth makes it less sweet, or makes the sweet change its flavor. Gymnasium. I'm going to do the... Oh, the gymnasium is blocked on that side, though. I'm going to try it anyway. Probably shouldn't have, but I'm going to. Because I want access to this side. And of course it's not locked. Why wouldn't it be why wouldn't it be locked? Damn it, I wanted to use a key. Oh well. I wonder, what happens if I do this? Take these extra steps. Nope, still boarded up. Okay. It may only be a synergy with the secret garden. Still worth investigating at some point, just not this run. Of course, this one would be locked. Well, screw me. See, this right here, this section of the wall should correspond exactly to this section of the greenhouse. Which means the greenhouse would have to face outwards to the east in order to work. But then the secret garden should theoretically line up those bricks. I don't know. I mean, it's worth investigating if I can ever find it, but... It feels like it is a far-flung dream at the moment. Very difficult to actually manage. Anything in here that I can grab? Oh. That's interesting. Oh. That's very interesting. I don't know if you're seeing this, but the secret garden, I guess, technically counts as being outside the realm of the house. Because I'm way over here on the right-hand side. Well, no, still secret, just interesting. Because, like, I was thinking that this wall should align with the greenhouse here. But now I'm thinking it probably won't, because the greenhouse still counts as being bound by the walls of the house, whereas the secret garden only counts up until the end of this pathway. And then everything from here forward is technically outside the scope of the house. That's why I'm still in the house here, and as soon as I step beyond, you can see my marker leaving. How very interesting. Because weirdly, I think just on the other side of this too, and of course I can't see over the wall, is where a statue that I keep wanting to see on this side should be. Like there's a little palisade out here somewhere with a statue in the middle, and it's just kind of been overwritten by this. Interesting. I don't even remember where I heard this from or why I'm going to say it, but yet curiouser and curiouser. It sure does. Ooh, broken lever. Okay, I don't care if we're going to dead end. I'm going to use this. I want to try it. I have been looking for this for a while. Retrieve item. Gimme. Anything I want to leave? The upgrade disc. I'm going to put this in here. There we go. That way I won't lose it for good. I won't have to find the ladies' chambers again. Pantry greenhouse. Here we oh, forgot that was sealed off. Not my best idea. Banana! That wasn't there before. And are those the car keys? They are the car keys, which mean nothing to me at the moment. Oh, I gotta go a long way around to get back there. Oh, banana. Another banana. Spread fruit throughout the house in the secret garden. That's why I'm finding those now. Okay. That makes more sense. I was wondering why all this fruit that I hadn't seen before was suddenly kicking around. But it is very helpful as I'm trying to get back to the greenhouse. Apple. Okay. Broken lever. Ha 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 ha! Yes! Now I wonder if that will stay fixed. I'm really hoping that's going to stay fixed now and not reset with the rest of the house. Because if that's the case, that's huge. Well, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Sometimes I'm just an evil fellow. Look at right there. You see that? That's the other side. There is definitely something beyond that broken wall. Right there. Because this is the wall that leads all the way to the back. And through that broken entrance, there's a wall. There is absolutely something in there, and I don't know how to get to it. And that's going to drive me nuts until I figure it out. I need a way to smash down walls. I'm not scary. I just laugh funny sometimes when something comes together. Yes, something. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know how to get there, but it is something. I wonder if maybe I get this spawned on the opposite side of the house, I would be able to walk around and check from the other side. Because theoretically there should be locked doors over here, and I should be able to use my secret garden key. Alternatively, I may be able to find access if I can put this not on the outside. No, it would have to be. But maybe over here somewhere. It would just have to be further up. Either way, if this stays fixed, this is huge. And why can I flick it back? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't want to go through that door anymore. So many questions indeed. See, I'm okay with that though, because the more questions I have, the more answers I can seek. And I like that. I like being able to chase down different leads. This is supremely interesting to me. I know Doug has said before that she's not sure how I can do puzzle games, but the ability to test multiple things and have to recall them and figure out new ways to approach them, that's interesting to me. I like that a lot. I just wish I didn't have to lose all 9 of these keys. I don't know how it's stressful. I mean, you saw me get frustrated with that clock puzzle the other day, but that wasn't stressful. That was just, I didn't like the wording that they used. Okay, I'm going to do one last check. I don't think I have anywhere else I can go, right? I've sealed off every exit north and every exit into that bottom left corner. That is very unusual to me, that puzzles would be... Oh, testing your patience, I can absolutely see. Because the RNG part of it can be frustrating beyond belief. But I think as far as the game itself goes, I have no issue with it. See, I think I may, when I play Hollow Knight, I think that will test my patience a little bit. Because I'm not super good with backtracky platformers. I am frustrated when I see something just out of my reach that I want to get. I will play Hollow Knight on stream at some point too. But I think it's going to be 2 to 3 games from now. Because I want to finish Blueprints first. And then I was going to do Stanley Parable. And then the original version. And then there was another one that I wanted to play in between. And then I wanted to play Hollow Knight. Oh, I don't know if you've... I don't think you've joined the Discord yet, JC, but I do have listed on Discord a whole, like a screenshot of my Steam library, the entire thing. And there are a lot of games on there I want to get to eventually. Just this is my current plan. And I figure if I wait for another couple of games, then people will have beaten Silksong and be in the mood to watch it again. And I want to give them the opportunity to play it themselves. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Well, thank you for joining, JC. Strangely relaxing between bosses. I don't tell Doug. I don't particularly like bugs. I have been nearly killed by them entirely too many times, so anything with that many legs creeps me out. But in general, I understand what you mean. Yeah, don't tell Doug. Doug doesn't need to know. Doug loves her bugs, and I don't want to ruin that for her. I just don't much care for them. They scare me. Right? I tell you, one of the games... I'm going to end this day. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah. She hasn't posted anything about bugs for like 3 days after she joined, though. I think she has realized we are not all super fans of them. Which has been very kind of her to not press on with that. But I do understand where you're coming from. Absolutely. Okay, so I have a new plan of attack for today. I want to try and set the secret garden somewhere on the west side of the house. Because I want to be able to examine it from the opposite side. If I can get it. That's always the rough part. Anything in here? No. Oh, I should open my outside room too. Guest bedroom, observatory. Let's do the observatory. We'll get this out here now. Rooms with 4 doors and 1. That's huge. And an extra diamond. Cool. That is super helpful. Okay, let's go north. Utility closet. If I have to dead end here, that's a good one to dead end to. I could do the parlor for more gems, which would be helpful. Or the guest bedroom. You know what, let's do the breaker box. The security room has been surprisingly common. So we're going to go in here and we'll disable the keycard entry system. Turn the lights off in the gymnasium. Give power to the garage. I want to know what this is too. CA something. No idea what this word is. Let's... I guess we don't have to toggle power off the dark room yet. If we get there, it'll show up. Let's go back here. And I'm going to go activate whatever the outer room is right now. I've also never seen this from the outside. I am kind of curious. Nothing. There is a pipe, but that's okay. I keep being lied to, by the way. I keep hearing that all the construction work is done for the year, that no more will be done, that the saws are going away, and then there's more construction work outside. Tool shed, 2 special items. Heck yeah, we're doing this one. Oh, it's just a battery pack. Lies and deceit. Yeah. And I was told in no uncertain terms that it would stop, but it is still going again. And I don't know why. It's very frustrating to be told this and then have it broken time and time again. Oh well, what you gonna do? When they come for you, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Great Hall, not yet. Can't do Cloister. I guess we'll have to do Archives. Ooh, gold. Well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that immediately had the thought. Let's do the archive floor plan. I really want to get some power to this laundry room as well. I'm going to hope this is security. Oh, it's boiler room. Oh. And the boiler room should still be active, I think. Let's hope. It looks like it's still running. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is still expanding outwards. Excellent. I can just choose which direction I need it to go, hopefully. Nope, because one of them isn't working. And I don't know why. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And it's trying to send power to the archives, which I think will work. The red ones all seem to channel power. Yeah, let's hope that's right. I was right. I like when my summations become correct. Yeah. Red rooms are meant to send power through. Okay. Alright. Dark room shouldn't matter because the lights should be on. How about if we try and go north? Laboratory! Oh, and I have power! Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this right now. I finally have power to the lab. I can finally run the experiment. Yes. Woohoo! Okay. First, let's run the experiment. Let's see what we got here. Oh my. Some of these are really good. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door. Oh, some of these are really good, but I don't have a shovel yet, and I don't know if I can get one. You know what? I'm going to take a risk and say each time you unlock or bypass a security door, set your steps to 40. Because that could be absolutely massive. I'm not sure if bypassing includes when it's turned off. Alright. So, I have to go into my clues here. Because this is the first time I've actually been able to access this machine. But I'm pretty sure I found something that will let me flip those switches in the correct order. Where are we? Periodic table of the elements. I don't think that's what I need right now. They wouldn't have put it in the same area. Nursery terrace, foyer, commissary, dark room, beacon connection. That's for the pump system, and I don't need the pump system at the moment. Huh. I don't seem to have a clue about this, which is not good. But that does mean I can still mess with this. Okay, if I flipped all of those up, why is there a line here? Oh, I can't check the radiation level because I didn't do the... I didn't do the shelter today. Which is unfortunate. And I don't think I'll be able to remote access it since I didn't build it. Yeah. Okay. Super unfortunate. Okay. So it looks like this is some sort of minimum power bar, or like what I'm aiming for. These don't seem to change anything in terms of how much power is consumed. But I'm thinking there may be some of these levers, or some combination of the levers, that will use half power if I get them right. So I want to get it to here, and I'm not sure which one might do that. So I just have to flick some levers until I find some half manner of power. A lot of this is probably nonsense that doesn't help anything. This is... heating and cooling curves, which isn't necessarily useful right now. I did do the freezer a while back, but I haven't found it since. Pick up that key. I don't know. I think I'm missing a clue. For all the time I spent trying to get in here, I think I'm missing a clue. Which is wicked annoying. What if I try something like this? So if I do like factors, if I do 2, 3, and 6, will that do anything? No. Okay. What if I did half, like 3 and 6? Also no. 2 and 4 and 6? Nope. If I did like... oh, I mean I had that one off anyway. 1 and 3... what if I did 8 and 4? And then 2? No? Huh. Eight, 10, and 2? Nope. This is so odd because this line is throwing me off. It makes me think that I have to balance the power here somehow, and there must be some sort of combination of these letters that will make that work. The problem is I don't know what that combination could be. So I'm just going to ignore this for now. Cool as it was that I finally got that powered. And hope I can figure something out eventually. I guess I'll do the archive plan. I'm not sure what it would be. It's the weight room, which is still transferring power, and that's fine. Unfortunately, it did consume half my steps to get in here, but what can you do? Wasn't there some sort of synergy with the furnace too? Like, I know that'll give me a key, but I don't want that one. Let's try this one. Oh, I don't have a gem. Damn. Okay. Furnace it is. Give me this key. I really wish this was like a special key, because it looks so cool. Unfortunately, it just cools into a regular key. If I could get the laundromat, I would be okay with that, because I would have learned as well. Ooh, this will be fine. Yeah, I'll probably dead-end myself, but at least I'll get the upgrade. Which is something I had been looking for. Gimme. I don't need any of that. Laboratory, let's go use this upgrade disc. What do we get? The storeroom upgrade. Okay, that's cool. Tell me it's got an exit. 2 gems, 2 keys, or 10 gold. I'm gonna go with the gold, I think. Yeah, I think I'll go with the gold. Because I find more keys than I can handle in most of these runs. I start with 2 gems, so 1 extra probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. But 10 coins would get me more food, almost certainly. Which would allow me to explore longer. So let's do this one. I think that is the best option. Okay, thank you. Now, I think... Oh, there's no way out through the dark room there. That's fine. Let's go south through the dark room. Which would also go east. Let's do this instead. Because there is no point going through there. Bedroom. Oh, okay. This run has ended anyway. I got too excited with the boiler room. That's okay. I still learned, and I was right, and it was cool. It is a shame that I couldn't find the... or that I didn't build the shelter, because then I could have mitigated a lot of these bad effects. But c'est la vie. We still learned stuff, we still made progress, and we got an extra upgrade, which is excellent. But having said that, it has been about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call an end to the stream for today. We're only about 7 minutes short. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all being here, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Just so you don't forget, I will be streaming later than usual because Nat is going to be streaming Outer Wilds at this time slot. So I will be going live about an hour after she's done, most likely. So if you only have time to watch one stream tomorrow, go watch hers. Because Outer Wilds, if you have played it already, is definitely worth rewatching. Plus, we want to convince her that she's not doing poorly because she doesn't understand. Yet. What? 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 I can say that. It's true. You're doing fine. You've been playing for like 2 hours. You're fine. Genuinely, I think you've only played for 2 hours. Out of the like 20 to 30 it took me to beat the base game. 5. Have you been playing without us? Have you been playing without us? Because I was pretty sure you'd only done 1 stream. No, you did 2? Okay, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Okay. And so long as we're on the same page. You know how much everyone is like, we want to see every moment of this. Every frustration, every moment, we want to be there, so good. You too. Have a good night, Nat. Thank you for being here, as always. Actually, speaking of, just real quick. Yeah, that's good enough. Unless, JC, do you want to join a raid for channel points? I don't think you've used any of them at all yet. I don't know if they're going to be that important to you. I think you get like 350 bonus, but you can mess with me if you want using them. It's kind of up to you if you want to do it or not. I know Nat's going to go to bed right away, so... you may not be paying too much attention. That's okay. Have a good night then. Thank you again. See you next time. We will save and quit. Bye. Where is my stop streaming button? Well, let me do this first. That way everybody on YouTube can see as well. Save and quit.